Mr. John McKinley, ALO of Glasgow Housing Association, done a survey of this loft and roof on the 7th of June 2013. This was the second survey done. One had been done previously by another clerk of works who reported it was my imagination, the roof leaks, and he laughed at me. The second clerk of works on the 7th of June 2013, he didn't laugh at me. He just told me he won't discuss things with me because he's here on behalf of his employers. The first clerk of works report, after being asked for by me to GHA for several years, finally they answered and said, "We do not hold a copy." This is a sky pole in the loft, to which is attached a sky dish through that hole in the ceiling, or in the roof, beg your pardon. And the first clerk of works says it wasn't leaking. I told him puddles form on this walkway. You can still see stains from where the water soaked and into the joists. You can see there on the insulation where it's all black with the water. Now he says it didn't leak. It was my imagination. Water running down the pole must be condensation. Well, there we go. We must have condensation again. They replaced the original sky pole tile surround, which was a plastic one. It was full of holes. It had to get replaced in the winter time because the water was pouring in. So workers came. I says I wanted the pole removed because they've made several attempts to repair it and it's always leaking, and it's against my human rights to live in a house that leaks. It's a basic human right to live in dry housing. And that's the roof. As you can see, the installers smashed the roof. This was to improve the roof. He used the pole as a battering ram and basically smashed the roof to bits. The first clerk of works had nothing to say on that. Here's the bits, still bits of the roof. That's my good roof, lying in bits on the floor. I asked the second clerk of works, is that acceptable? He says, that's a matter for the installers. Personally, I think it's a matter for the people living in the building if someone smashes a hole through it. What do you think? And there's water running down the pole. Today's date is, let me check my watch, the 9th of October, Wednesday 9th of October. The weather today is windy and heavy showers. Just now it isn't raining, but it was raining a few minutes ago, and as a result you can see what the first clerk of works calls condensation, but anybody that isn't telling lies would call it water running down the pole from leaks in the roof. That's the leaks in the roof that the clerk of works on, John McKinley, on the 7th of June 2013 said is fit for purpose. And there is no, I quote again, there is no evidence of water ingress. Now, as you may know, any normal, decent surveyor mentions the weather at the time of the survey. Surprise, surprise, Mr. John McKinley, he doesn't mention it's in the middle of a heat wave. It hasn't rained for numerous days and the temperatures have been soaring hot. So of course there won't be any water. So of course the roof won't leak. But does he mention that in the report? No. Why is that? You tell me. Why did the first report that said there was nothing wrong with the roof disappear? Maybe that's because as a result of it not getting fixed, there were more damage caused to my ceilings, which makes GHA liable for consequential damage as a result of their negligence. So of course they're not going to release that evidence, would they? There's a lovely puddle. Want to play in the water? Can go paddling. Let's go for a wee paddle in the water. Oh, look at that. My own little paddling pool in my loft. Isn't that nice? Oh, water's a bit chilly though. But there you go. How deep is that? About, oh, let's see, it's just been showered, so it's about up to there. So it's that. About 2 centimetres. What would you say? So this is the roof and sky pole that's fit for purpose. It doesn't leak according to his report. And the water that came through my ceiling, basically he says it didn't because he says it didn't, even though I saw it with my own eyes and other people saw it as well. So basically I'm telling lies that the roof leaks. So according to that first clerker works, that's condensation. Condensation that just happens to come from the top and run down to there. Yeah. Oh look, there's more condensation. And we'll try and get to the middle of the roof without falling through it, or that'll be a different video and that'll be on You've Been Framed if I go through the ceiling. Hold on. Right, and there's the roof space up there with the sky pole. Now he says that seal fits nicely around the pole so it won't leak. Let's see, there we go, there's the sky, see it? And as you can see, as the wind blows the pole, it opens up the gap. See it waggling in the wind? Whee! Nice windy day. The pole waggling, give me a nice view of the sky. Unfortunately, when I see the sky sees the loft and can put rain down it. Now look, one finger, you watching? Oh, look at that, look. There, one finger, look. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that lovely view of the sky. That's the seal around the pole that's supposed to keep out the rain. And I can push it with one finger and it opens up in a big gap. And that's been the same installation since 2005. And they say, after 2 visits by Clerk Works, over 8 years it took them, finally one does acknowledge there's a big hole in the roof. But he just calls that a piece of missing sarking. To normal people that aren't misleading, being dishonest, it's a great big hole smashed through the roof, which has caused the roof to leak for 8 years, causing lots of damage. Thank you, GHA, for your negligence, your incompetence and your dishonesty. There we go, look at that nice view of the sky. Thank you for the lovely views of the sky. Thank you for my own indoor paddling pool. Thank you for proving you should never trust GHA. So others be warned, don't accept their lies. Thank you.